The beautiful thing about this fellowship is that there are no boundaries, there are not limits. You have to assume that you're gonna actually have the fellowship, and then you have the freedom to pick wherever you wanna go.
The way that they make sure that you can be successful is trying to maximize the possibility of you ending up in a great place for you.
When you apply for the fellowship, they will ask you for 3 places that you might want to work, and not just going for the first thing that's on your mind.
It just shows you've done the research on your own, you like these labs, and you think that this is a place where you could flourish as a scientist.
Having to choose 3 places gives you that chance to sort of broaden your horizons a little bit, somewhere that you think is going to really support you to do the work that you want to do. The Schmidt Science Fellowship isn't just about small incremental change and churning out publication after publication. It's about trying to do something really new and different that involves a big leap forward, and you want to be somewhere that supports that.
It has to be an environment where they embrace your background, they take advantage of what you're bringing into the picture, but they also guide you into how things are done in the field.
If you look at the ranking of universities, that doesn't mean the best place is just the first one in the ranking, because every person has different projects and different constraints. How does the lab work in terms of like their science? Are they really publishing just only like high impact papers? How is the group about conferences? There are many things that are built into this like lab culture that are important to consider.
So I had some ideas that I proposed in the original application. It was based on the science, based on what they do. So I contacted the PI, and it was right away I knew it was a good place for me, because I asked him about his mentoring style, and he was like, my only goal is for you to be successful. My job is to provide you with an environment where you can grow and develop the skills that you want to develop. So I was like, wow, like that's exactly what I'm looking for.
You find a lab with the tools and the support that are important for the development of your scientific project. The Schmidt Fellowship Program, they acknowledge that as much as they care about your scientific development, they don't forget that you are a human being and you have to have a healthy life.
Are you going to be happy? Is this the place for you? That I think is pretty unique to the program.
With the Schmidt Science Fellowship, you really can go anywhere in the world. And because you have got your own funding and because of the prestige of the fellowship, you really do have the opportunity to pick the place that's best for you, no matter where it is in the world.
I mean, I think it is true for everything in the fellowship. You are at the center of every decision. It's really just what drives your case and what's better for your personal and scientific development. That's what's going to matter.
Having the support of the program gives you extra freedom to decide what is best for you in this next stage. Being successful, however you define that. If your path is to become a PI, try to find a lab that is going to be aligned with that. If you want to go to the industry, also find the right environment for you. But you gain some power over that decision by having the support of the fellowship.